What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game. Man, you already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to faithfully settle in the life that has been set out for you, or the ability to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. So look, I'm very much aware of the fact that a lot of people that you probably are unaware of or don't even think, when people know that your energy is rising above the situation and great things are meant to happen for you, you got way more people that dislike you than you think like you. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to use your discernment, because 95% of the people don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be smart enough to read in between the lines. So what they will do is use their energy to project their negative hate onto you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they don't want you to speak. They block your views on social media. You know what I'm saying? They do all these hateful, energetic things to try to get you to slow down. The mission is to kill you so that they can continue using your inheritance. A lot of people are not aware of or informed of the fact that majority of a group of people were born into this world without having to struggle. The only reason why you're struggling is because they tell you that it's you against you, and it is, but then it's you against a whole army of people that know how to destiny swap with people, which means they know how to siphon their energy and use it to create a life for themselves while that person continues to struggle. And be mindful that people who are around you who never congratulate you on your successes, who always put you down, every choice you make, they got something negative to say about. Usually those be the people closest to you that's trying to stop you from growing in your life, right? But at some point, the universe intervenes. And when that happens, that means now you're under the control of the universe. It means you're going to have to still fight battles, but this time you'll be strong enough to fight them and overcome them. You know what I'm saying? And be able to get the life back that you were supposed to have from the get-go. You know, but again, the reason why you're going to get more enemies is because the people that happen to destiny swap with certain people, the truth behind what they did is being exposed. So it's never let me take accountability for myself. It's more so let me hate them more. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is they're watching. You know what I'm saying? You come up against a group of people that are always watching you, and depending on their mindset and how they navigate life, usually they work for the same group of people. So they're able to send certain people to watch and monitor you so that they can send back to them what do you do. You know what I'm saying? How you operate. Because look, let me tell you, for example, I know for a fact some things that I've researched and discovered is the fact that some things don't operate on the weekend, right? So when they do operate on the weekend and you happen to catch it as it's happening, it kind of make that situation feel stupid because they were direct message to be able to try to come out and try to stop you. But when you were 10 steps ahead of their plan, they have no choice but to, you know what I'm saying, going about their business. And what happens is they become exposed. What you knew to be true about the situation was the truth, because if it wasn't, they would have continued to keep doing what they was doing. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have this undercover energy to themselves that they never expect to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? And they do it in ways where they bend the rules. You know what I'm saying? They operate out of the confines of the rules to try to do everything they can to stop you, especially when they feel your energy rising to a level where you're destined to come into what you've deserved your whole life. Like, it was good when you were struggling your whole life. You want to know why? Because usually you were attached to people that needed you to be attached to them so they can still keep siphoning your energy to live their life. So in your mind, you think these people are genuinely helping you, but in reality, that's not what's happening. What's happening is, I know you struggling. I know you going through it. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of bait on your lifeline so that I can continue to siphon from you the life that I'm living. And every time you call me and need some help, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to give it to you just so I can stay attached. You know what I'm saying? And I woke up to like, dang, there were a lot of people around me oftentimes living a good life. And anytime I got to struggling, it was kind of like, okay, but when I was doing good, nobody was around. And so now that I realize how much sense it actually makes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us were misinformed about who we really were, and the ability to understand and know that we were never supposed to struggle. We were never supposed to go through it, you know? But when you energy siphon from someone, you oftentimes switch places with them. And now you got to endure their life and see how strong you can become as you're going through it. You know what I'm saying? And it's a battle. It's tough. It's not always easy because people will watch you suffer and not extend a hand just so that they can continue to live the life that they live. It's sad, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And listen, this is not regular normal people. Like, you feel me? It's different if you got a job and you working. This is like people who know that you about to come into a certain, you know what I'm saying, situation in your life where you'll be okay. You won't have to struggle again. Those people become envious and jealous. You know what I'm saying? You always wondered why you isolated, you stripped, you don't have nobody around you, because everybody is formulating a plan to try to figure out a way to take you out. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about your life. They don't care about the people you love. They don't even care about you. You know what I'm saying? All they care about is what comes with you being you. So a lot of people don't realize that the price of blood is extensive. You know what I'm saying? It goes deeper than what we actually think. You know what I'm saying? And so to take your life is the greatest payout. That's like an insurance policy in the spirit. Like, people are going to become wealthy because you wouldn't have the ability to expose the fact that they siphoned your life from you to live the life that they live in. And so as long as you are taken out of the game, you feel me, at that point everybody gonna live good, right? But if you were able to survive through the attacks and be able to live a life where you don't have to struggle, the darkness will be exposed. And again, a lot of these people, they don't think they did anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's all you for exposing it and revealing it. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part about it is, when you're hurt and when you're taken down and when you're done wrong and inappropriately and people bent the rules to try to keep you from speaking out, try to keep you in a depressive state, ain't that kind of wrong? You know what I'm saying? Why would I be in the wrong to hold people accountable that tried to make sure I lived a depressing life, like I never knew who I was? At some point, y'all got to realize y'all was going to get exposed. You want to know why? Because when I'm around, you're fake being happy to cover up the fact that you actually stealing my energy. You know what I'm saying? And whenever I'm down and out, that's your greatest strength. Because you know I'm going to call you, you going to come through, you going to try to dress it up a little bit, but you know I'm going to go back down because you're siphoning energy from me. Listen, a lot of people will act like they don't know what they was doing, but there are a lot of people that knew exactly what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? So again, being 10 steps ahead is always the smartest thing to do, because if you're in a situation where your energy is exposed to everybody, be mindful of the people watching you. Because oftentimes they're connected to people that don't want to see you be better. So even though you could just be surviving and they not in that situation, they never liked you from the get-go. And they're angry and have so much animosity and pent up anger towards you simply because you outgrew their way of method of thinking. Like, they need people to answer to them, to ask them for help. You know what I'm saying? The moment that you stop doing that, they tend to bend the rules for simple things like non-compliance and this and that and this. Like, for me personally, I'm not stupid. I'm not game goofy. I see the bigger picture. I know what's going on behind the scenes while y'all out here trying to fool everybody. They don't know, but I do. You know what I'm saying? And if I want to save my life, I'm going to speak up about it. And so what they do is they use that against you. You know what I'm saying? With no repercussions behind it until this point. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to pay for the things that they were doing up until this point. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't realize or understand how spiritually we're all connected. So certain diseases, certain, you know what I'm saying, infections, certain things that be happening, is because I feel like they trying to kill off a certain population that'll be able to expose the wrong that they have done that affected everybody. But again, you got to think about it. The people that made money off of living like that, they didn't care who it affected. You know what I'm saying? So when you wake up to who you are and you expose how you were affected by people thinking like that, oh, baby, listen, now it's time for you to be quiet. You know what I'm saying? We're going to throw everything possible at you that we can to try to get you to get in a low vibrational state so that you can think you lost and we continue to win. Because why? We're really suffering for real. We're going through exactly what you went through and we don't like it. You know what I'm saying? But since we got more resources, we got more this, we got more that, we gonna continue to attack you, hoping that we get you in a depressive state like you've been your whole life, so that we can still keep going on with our means of killing people's spirit to survive. Hey, it's deeper than what a lot of people think, know, and understand. You know what I'm saying? People will continue to steal your destiny of you growing into who you are and what you were here to do, simply because they don't want to have to take the responsibility of dealing with the things that they know they have done, which is sad. You know what I'm saying? If you were so scared of having to deal with the things that you have done that wasn't right, you shouldn't have did them in the first place. You know what I'm saying? But you did, and you kept doing it. You participated in it. You had an active role in it. You pitched a fork to other people to get in on it. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't feel no remorse about it because it wasn't affecting you. It was affecting other people. But now when those people realize what was going on, me, for example, you know what I'm saying? It's almost as if like now, all of a sudden, you don't want to be like, hey, you know what I did was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. Let me take responsibility for that. Fuck you. I'm still mad. Now I'm going to extra hate on you. Because I want to see you go back to being who you were, so I can continue to live the life I'm living. I don't care about taking responsibility for what I did. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure that you don't survive, so that I can keep living how I'm living. And that's the souls of dark people who don't care. You know what I'm saying? They have no heart. They have no type of compassion. You know what I'm saying? All they care about is themselves. So what happens is, as you grow and you continue to elevate, all you got to do is play your position and get smarter and look around. When you come around, people feel like they got their mojo back. But when you leave, they show their true colors. You know what I'm saying? And it's actually quite funny to me, because I know that any space I'm in, it's a reflection of energy that you've siphoned from other people to feel good about who you are. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll show you. Like where I was at yesterday and what I was doing, you can tell the people are in that environment were miserable. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I came around, all of a sudden they feel like they got their life force back. And that is just a prime example of how you probably went around stealing people's energy, because you're a dark individual who's not happy with who you are. You know what I'm saying? And you don't care if people suffer, as long as you get what you want out of the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? So again, use your intuition. If it's telling you to do something, 9 times out of 10, it's smart enough to let you know to be aware of something, because usually it's coming with an attack behind it. You know what I'm saying? And usually, again, these people be so powerful, it's almost as if you point it out, it's like it wouldn't reflect anything, because they did it so maliciously to try to cover up their footprints so they wouldn't be exposed. You know what I'm saying? But again, hey, when you have certain ancestors that have also had that done to them, they going hard. You know what I'm saying? They stepping on niggas' necks and they ain't letting up. You know what I'm saying? And these people are getting more mad. So you got to think their energy is just leveling up from where it's always been. So the hate is not to take accountability, take responsibility. It's towards the person that they think is doing it. You know what I'm saying? So they'll still do everything that they can to target your life. You know what I'm saying? To not make sure you succeed. To make sure you always struggle. Man, I look back on my life and be like, damn, when I was doing good, nobody supported me. But when I was hecka high, incoherent, under Xannies, falling out, drunk, everybody was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I had a whole group of people supporting me until I realized, because I was the cord that connected y'all to your lifestyle. And when I detached, your whole true identity was exposed, and you didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? So they'll play nice or try to get back in. But when you can see through that, now it's aimed at trying to get a million people with that same thinking to target you. They say it's you against you, and it is in your method of thinking. But it's also you against a million different other spirited people that also siphon energy from other people. And you don't know who they are. You know what I'm saying? But oftentimes they'll let you know. Because again, like I said, people have an odd way of exposing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Of knowing that you know, that they know. And when they know that, they don't have no choice but to keep doing what they're doing, because now they know that you know. But when you couldn't see them at first, they were able to get away with it. Listen, this life is tricky. This life is tricky, and it ain't something you can be prepared for. Now you just got to watch out. But for it to not hit us until now, it makes perfect sense why I always got put down for everything I did. Nobody was ever happy for me about anything unless I was attached to them. You know what I'm saying? All their evil deeds and evil negative energy was projected onto me, and that was perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense. So now you got to be aware of cutting off everybody in your circle. If they can't be cool with you where you at now, oftentimes that's because they played along with these people. They're attached to these people that don't want to see you grow. And listen, I'm going to just be real. I think it truly is, you know what I'm saying, a lot of evil spirited men, but it's also women attached to them that are evil spirited too. And if you can call them spiritual hitmen, but they really are so addicted to the lifestyle that they live, of being able to have your life, that they send those people after you to try to take you out. And all you ever wanted to do was become better. But when you woke up and you realized who you were, and you stopped talking, and you cut off communication, and you didn't bow down and kiss a nigga's feet, you know what I'm saying? Even though they did you wrong, oh, they couldn't stand that. They didn't know what to do. So now I'm going to make life harder for you with hopes that you go down. But in that process, people don't realize when you heal spiritually, what you think is going to take me down is not. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been through it already. You know what I'm saying? Elevation is gaining stronger in your spirit, not going down. And these people are going through it, the exact torment you were going through, the depression, you know what I'm saying, the feeling fucked up, to feeling like they losing. Like I felt like that majority of my whole life, and no one even offered an olive branch. So when now the tables have turned and they gotta feel that after living good for so long, listen, it's like having your soul sucked out your vessel. That shit hurt, don't it? Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? So again, understanding and realizing that you are not wrong for getting your life back. They just never told you who you truly were for real, because they were using your energy to create the lifestyle that they live in. And every time you got in a rough spot or a bad predicament, you notice how they kind of like never was there to help you. You know what I'm saying? It's because they knew exactly what they was doing. People know. You know what I'm saying? People know exactly what they be doing. It's just you got to be able to catch on. I don't care if they intoxicated. I don't care if they under the influence. People, when they move with that malicious energy, it be sneaky. You know what I'm saying? It be with the intent to try to shake you out your spot. So you got to be aware and be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Understand that when you open your mouth, when you're around people, they're watching. They answer to somebody, and they're trying everything they can to try to get you to go down. So again, just continue to be strong, because when you remove yourself from the overall equation, they're going to have to sit with who they are for real. And I think that's causes more hate. But over time, you're going to start to realize that even if you send hate towards me, it would be better to love me and show support, because either way, I'm still going to glow up. You know what I'm saying? Period. But I know for a fact now the life and the situation that I'm in is not the one I'm supposed to be in. And everybody knew that except for you. You know what I'm saying? So continue to shine your light. Continue to go through the battles. Continue to, go through the struggles. Be mindful. Keep your eyes open and pay attention. Usually when you got a feeling, it's because something is about to happen. that was sent down to somebody who targets you, was watching you, and they're trying to do what they can to try to humble you. You know what I'm saying? So move around, keep it pushing, you feel me, and find out a way to always be 10 steps ahead. You know what I'm saying? Because there are a million people that don't like you simply because you're not normal. You're not living a regular life. They can't be fake versions of themselves around you. You know what I'm saying? They just don't like you and they cannot stand you. You know what I'm saying? And all you doing is being yourself. That's it. So listen, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.